Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. We had our fourth match added to the WWE WrestleMania 32 card on SmackDown this week. Yes, SmackDown. SmackDown actually means something in the WWE Universe this week. But Commissioner Renee Young stepped in and basically announced that there was going to be a Divas Championship match at WrestleMania 32 after all. After going through the rigmarole of having Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch in a number one contenders match, not once, but twice in the same week. The first one ended up with a double pinfall. The second one ended with disqualification due to Charlotte just seeing a moment to attack the girls that were fighting right in front of her as her and Rick were sitting ringside to see who the winner was going to be. Renee Young basically had a word of advice for Charlotte that now she was not going to be facing one of the girls, but she was going to be facing two. Honestly, in my opinion, the first thing that came to my mind was, how does Paige fit into this whole deal? Because in my mind, I look at these three girls. They're all rookies. They've all really been brought up to the main roster right before SummerSlam time when the whole Divas Revolution thing kicked off. They're all Triple H's babies, Stephanie McMahon's babies, whatever you want to say. Wrestlers that have been nurtured, going through the NXT Performance Center program, and now here they are on the main roster. Them being in a three-way, I don't really feel is coincidental. Last year when we watched the WrestleMania 31 documentary, well, I guess we watched that this year, I apologize, but when we watched the one on WrestleMania 31, Triple H sort of put it in there that it was quite coincidental that every match on the card had a person that went through the Performance Center. And that is pretty cool, but it almost makes you think that when they're planning the WrestleMania 31 card, they're taking all these guys and they're putting these matchups to put them where they'd be able to say something like that. Things just like that just don't fall into place. I know the Performance Center, I know that NXT has been producing more superstars that have been meaning more to WWE. I don't know if that is because, Triple H, when he took over the director of operations, if he just started pushing his guys and the people that John Laurinaitis had signed, basically he's, pushing them out, not thinking that those guys have what it takes, and wanting a new crop of guys, almost like when a new GM takes over a sports team, he likes to roll it over and bring in all of his new guys. Now, Paige has a lot to offer to WWE and the Divas division. I don't know why she's being left out. She was such a big member of WrestleMania 31 and a big member of that documentary, following her around on her first WrestleMania, seeing how she debuted at the Raw after WrestleMania, being called up to the main roster, working the entire year, and then having the big tag match against the Bellas. And now this year, there's rumors that there might be a second card added, but it almost makes you think if Paige did something wrong, or maybe, just all of the things that Paige does. Like, I'm not saying this is it, but like, for instance, like when she cussed on that live video game thing, and just one final straw broke the camel's back. She is a big part of Total Divas. I'm sure that if Brie Bella does walk away, I'm sure that Paige has enough of a fan base to keep that show going, and it won't really miss a beat at all. With her and Alicia Fox and everybody else that's on that show. But I just think it's so weird that Paige is not going to be there. And I'm not the biggest Paige maniac. I just realize that I know Charlotte's a big deal and they want to make her a big star. But to me, it's almost like Paige is the John Cena of the Divas division. I think she is the one that basically everything revolves around, and her not being involved in this match some sort of way, I don't know. But Paige lost that match to Summer Rae 2 weeks ago, and I thought it was building up to something, and it just looks like it's building up to nothing other than probably something we're going to see in Total Divas in 6 months, and with it happening around WrestleMania time, it's so weird. But these three girls are going to get in there, and I really thought it should have been Sasha Banks versus Charlotte one-on-one. Nothing wrong with Becky Lynch. I love Becky Lynch, but I just love one-on-one matches so much more. I was watching WrestleMania 19 and the match with Victoria, Trish, and Jazz. It was a good match. It wasn't a great match. It just, I don't know. I think if it just would have been one-on-one, Trish versus Victoria, or even Trish versus Jazz, I was never really a big Jazz fan. I think that would have been a really, really good match. With it being a three-way, I could see Charlotte keeping the championship and moving on from there, but I really want Sasha Banks to have that moment, and I think she's great. I think she's really good. I hope that she can pull out the win and get that WrestleMania moment, but with how much they've been pushing Charlotte and how much you can tell that they want Charlotte to be a big deal because of her being a Flair, I'm picking Charlotte to get the win at WrestleMania 32.